Hello, this is CC Cycle 2, Week 19. Starting with math, today we learned the area of a circle. So the area of a circle equals pi, like pie in the face, times the radius squared. We took turns using our silly voice cards, so either with a high voice, low voice, a opera voice, your favorite animal voice, all different kinds of things, from fast to slow, slow to fast. We went around the table, each taking our own silly voice card, and then as a group, going through those motions, saying it with that voice. So, once again, the area of a circle equals pi times the radius squared. Okay. Then we have English, and we're learning about a gerund. And before we start, I just want to say this idea is again from Amy Turner on YouTube, who actually, in case you don't know, she has posted a video with all of the English with songs from week 1 through week 24, which is very helpful. So thank you, Amy. But this came from there this week as well. So it goes like this. This is called a gerund. This is called a gerund, a present participle verb form, a present participle verb form, used as a noun, used as a noun. This is called a gerund, this is called a gerund. So a gerund is a present participle verb form used as a noun. Okay. For history, we have Tell Me About the Korean War. The song starts out with a little bit of a fast pace, so we start out snapping in the very beginning. So through in 1950, we're snapping to the beat, and then we have General Douglas MacArthur led the United Nations forces to stop Communist North Korea from capturing all of South Korea. So we move our K from the up here in the north down to South Korea, capturing South Korea during the Korean War. And it's the same sign for battle, but we're just using K's instead. So once again, it is in 1950, General Douglas MacArthur led the United Nations forces to stop Communist North Korea from capturing all of South Korea during the Korean War. And that is our history. Okay, then for Latin, we have first conjugation endings, perfect tense. So for this, we had a little mouse drawn up on the board, and I started with a question, who can make the best mouse sound? And naturally, we got lots of because I asked that question because our first conjugation perfect tense starts with the sound E. So because we did it in the form of a mouse and we're talking about the sound that a mouse makes, we went around several times in the voice of a mouse singing the song. So, E is the it, MS is this errant, first conjugation, perfect tense. And that is our Latin, first conjugation, perfect tense. E is the it, MS is this errant. Okay, for a timeline, we have Lincoln's War between the states. We have the reconstruction, or reconstructing, building, of the southern states. So we take our S and bring it down. Then we have Dominion of Canada. So for that, you grab your collar and you just shake it like this a couple times. This is the Dominion of Canada, or this is the sign for Canada. Then we have Otto von Bismarck unifies. So we take our first two fingers and we link them together. This is the sign for unifying, or unity, union. So unifies Germany, okay? So we take our hands like this. And then we have Boer Wars in Africa. Then we have the Spanish-American War, another war. And then the last one is the Progressive Era. So we're just taking our hands one in front of the other, progressing, showing the Progressive Era. Then for geography, we have Southeastern Asia. So for that, we are learning about where North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, Philippines, and Guam are. And for this, we're using a tune from Sarah R. Bullock on YouTube, and it goes like this. North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, and the Philippines, and here's Guam. North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, and the Philippines, and here's Guam. North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, and the Philippines, and here's Guam. And that is our Southeastern Asia geography. And then last but not least, we have science. And so the question is, what is the first law of thermodynamics? The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So for class, we went through and we did all those motions together several times, restating it. So the first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. And that's all of our memory work for Cycle 2, Week 19. For review, we played a board game, Inchworms, and you basically pull out worms based according to color. We assigned a subject to each of the colors and put the class into teams of 2 and took turns answering all kinds of review questions on our teams and to see who could have the longest inchworm. So board game review, it was super fun. If you have any questions, I would love to help. Let me know. Otherwise, see you next week for Week 20.